Did you vote for this?
I have a problem with Lincolnshire. Have the people of Lincolnshire upset you in any way? Because you seem to have upset an awful lot of people in the county since you were elected back in July.
No, I've got absolutely nothing against Lincoln. It's a fantastic county, an underappreciated county, huge, rural, beautiful, and I've been there a number of times.
All right, or did you vote for this?
Well, we have a very cold snap at the moment, Prime Minister, here in Lincolnshire, and a lot of people concerned about the winter fuel benefits as well. Let me just play you this from Maxine, who was on the show earlier.
We just can't keep warm. People are going to die. Elderly people are literally going to die. How's he going to live with that? Is he going to have the courage to back down from a terrible decision?
She's wearing extra layers. She can't put the heating on this week, despite the cold weather, because of your decision to withdraw her winter fuel payment.
Well, every pensioner who's entitled to pension credit will. She's
63. She won't be pension age till 67, so she's not entitled to pension credit.
Or did you vote for this?
We had a publican from our part of the world who told me from April of next year he's going to have to add 30p to the price of a pint. Was going to be £4.50. In April, it'll be £4.70 to £4.80. I'm no economist. That sounds like inflation to me.
And that is actually coming from the BBC when he did his little regional round. You know, aren't they supposed to be his friends after the easy ride they gave him into number 10? And I thought Labour were going to protect working people.
A budget for working people from a government for working people.
Great, but what is a working person?
Working people is people who earn their living, rely on our services, and don't really have the ability to write a cheque when they get into trouble. So the sort of people I'm meeting pretty well every day now.
We should have known the red flags were there. It took our great leader almost 2 years to define a woman. This was embarrassing.
Woman can have a penis.
Nick, I'm not... I don't think we can conduct this debate with, you know...
Sorry, have I offended you in some way?
No, it's just... I just...
A woman can have a penis.
I don't think that discussing this issue in this way helps anyone in the long run.
I mean, is anyone out there happy with this lot? In my view, there'll be nothing left if we let them run roughshod for 5 years. So is it time for another general election now? Well, joining me now, former Labour Minister Dennis McShane. Was I right in my niggle? Should we have known? Were the red flags very visible? We just ignored and took the only option that seemed possible?
Nana, you're so young. You see, I have come through so many governments and prime ministers. Mrs. Thatcher, when she came in, she plunged herself into the deepest unpopularity. She could hardly leave Westminster because she was shouted at and booed. And over 2 years, her opinion poll ratings plummeted. And she didn't ever appear on local radio shows. I mean, right now, the Prime Minister's far more exposed. But
I'm going to
turn around.
Well, it turned around, but did she have a poll against her? This is a poll right now. We're watching it in action as it goes up, as people are voting or with their feet or polling with their feet, saying they want another general election. It's over 1 million.
This is a GB News poll?
No, it's not GB News.
Who's the polling company?
Well, it's a petition. It's a petition.
Oh, a petition. OK. Well, let me say...
I've got a poll up on X asking that question.
No. I mean, let me just say, again, as a young MP, even young and active in the Labour Party, I go to any pub and there was somebody having a petition to bring back hanging or cancel gay reform, to send gay people to prison. Yes, people will always want another election. And believe me, have we not seen that elections... Let's think of the one in 2015, did that solve anything? The one in 2017, did that solve anything? The one in 2019, that produced a disastrous government. And now people are complaining about the one in 2024.
Well, this is...
Welcome to the real world.
Yeah, but this one's particularly bad, Dennis. I mean, No. This is particularly bad because they've got this massive majority. They don't appear to be listening to anyone. And you've got it's not only just the usual suspects, but you've got people who would have naturally voted for them complaining. A lot of the pensioners, you've got farmers, you've got business owners, business leaders, everybody's complaining, and they're not listening. So if they don't listen, and we've got no power because they've got such a large majority, this is another way of speaking.
You can complain, everybody can complain. If the Prime Minister had to listen and do what every person complaining to him wanted, then literally everything would grind to a halt. Now,
at least do something that some people want, don't you think?
Starmer has taken a set of decisions which have tried to send a message about stability, which is why the International Monetary Fund and other international financial bodies are saying, after the Truss and Sunak and Johnson disasters, it looks as if Britain is grown up enough to take tough decisions. Those tough decisions will help people. You had the case of the person saying, I've got to put on extra clothing because I've lost the winter heating allowance. I'm not sure that £300 over a year makes a difference.
Well, it will do.
Warm.
Well, it does. Maybe she can buy another. Dennis, maybe she can buy another jumper. And let's not forget Labour's own poll or their own sort of research that showed that up to 4,000 pensioners would die if the Tories put in that very policy. So they're doing it, so they should know this.
And I'm a Labour person. I was on, maybe not your show, another GB News show, when that was announced, saying, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, so
it's a very bad idea. But that's it, isn't it? So there's lots of very bad ideas. The farmers, do you think that's a good idea to introduce into inheritance tax?
All I know is that I've got 4 children, maybe more grandchildren, and anything I might want to leave to them, some of it will go to the state, because all those farmers have got a free hospital care, their roads are repaired, their kids go to school for free. All of us pay a dime for that for farmers. I'm not quite sure why only a fairly small number of people. I'm sorry for poor old Jeremy Clarkson, who's invested all his cash to avoid paying death duties, might be caught by it. I'm not sure if he will. I don't know how big his farm is.
Well, he actually has a farm, though, and he's actually running the farm as a farm. So even if he thought he would do that, he's turned into an actual farmer. Those who are actually doing it.
But on the whole, there's no other country in the world which allows this, and certainly there's no other country in the world which allows rich tax dollars.
Are you sure that other countries tax inheritance tax on farmers? I don't think that's true, Dennis. And in fact, many countries do not even have inheritance tax.
One or two,
like New Zealand.
One or two don't, because New Zealand farm stretches like from here to Birmingham.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they don't even have inheritance tax.
But they do have them in similar G7 countries to Britain, because
which ones? Which country? Do they tax the farmers in this way?
East and west from London.
Sorry?
Look east and west from London.
Well, which countries?
Ireland, France, Italy, Spain, Germany.
So you're saying Ireland, France, Italy. I'll check that.
Yeah, please do. And because the general view is that if you've got sitting on a lot of money and everybody else in the country is paying for the things that you have, we all have police on the road.
Yeah, no, look, the farmers are different because they're providing the food for this country. So you know the saying, never bite the hand that feeds. We need the farmers. So in other words, you need to incentivise them to continue. Sorry, Dennis, let me finish. Right. You need to incentivise them to continue working on the land, and you want to continue having that land. What do you think they're going to do if they can't pay the inheritance tax? They're going to sell land to who? Big businesses, developers, solar panel people, wind farms.
Okay, no, that's the official NFU line.
No, it's not. It's my view.
It's your view, but it happens to coincide with what the farmers want to do.
Common sense
is not to pay the tax everybody else has to pay. Why do my children have to not get the money that I've saved and for them?
No, they will. They will. You will, because you're probably not that rich, Dennis, to be honest.
Oh, that's true. That's definitely true. Period on GB News.
You'll be fine.
Remain permanently poor. I mean, Olivia will confirm that.
All right, Dennis Hussein, thank you very much. He's a former Labour minister.